Networking and Marketing Made Simple is for you, the business owner that has a product, service, or message that you truly believe in. My name is Scott Aaron, and each week we'll take a behind the scenes look at real world networking and marketing tactics while leveraging LinkedIn to get what you have in front of many more people. Thanks for spending time with me, and let's get started. So, a big topic of discussion, whether it be now or last year or moving into the future, outside of just the normalities of things that are talked about on LinkedIn, from SEO optimization, lead gen, client acquisition, sales, network growth, something that I feel is not talked about enough, but I will transparently say I haven't talked about enough, and I'm glad that I'm talking about this today. And it's actually 3 benefits of having a LinkedIn company page attached to your LinkedIn personal profile. So we're going to go over 3 specific benefits, and they're significant. And it's something that I wish everybody would have, and everyone starts at the same place. You start with 0 followers of your company page, but I'm going to explain how you can take full advantage of that. Now, before we jump into today's training and today's episode, if you are interested in taking the first step in optimizing your presence on LinkedIn, that actually starts with optimizing your LinkedIn profile. So if you're watching on social, whether it be Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, if you just type in the comments the word profile, and that will let me know to send you a link to my free download. It's called the LinkedIn Perfect Profile. It's 6 steps to perfecting your LinkedIn profile, to gain more visibility, to appear in more searches, to have more people visiting your profile, and thus having more opportunities to connect and create sales. If you are listening on the podcast, all you have to do is go to the description of this particular episode, and there'll be a link right there for you to click, or you can always just go to scottaaron.net, because that is where it will be found. So LinkedIn company pages, and this is important because so many people focus solely on the aspect of your personal profile. Now, there are 3 specific things that I want to cover today. There's a lot of different things that I can talk about when it comes to LinkedIn company pages, but there's 3 that really continue to stand out to me. And the first being brand visibility with your logo. Now, if you've ever gone to either your profile or someone else's profile, and as you are, panning through the profile and you get down to their experience section, you start to see, obviously there'll be a title, there'll be a logo, or maybe not at all to the left. And then obviously what they do. What people don't understand is, some people may say, well, how do you get your logo there? Can you insert your logo? Now, what I'll tell you is, if you were to look at my profile on LinkedIn, you're going to see the majority of the experience section that I have listed, and there's about 16 different experiences. They all have logos because they're all attached to a company page, which I'm going to explain in a second. But if you were to pan all the way down to the bottom of my experience section, you're going to see the last 3 from my time in the fitness industry from 1999 to 2016. You're going to see basically this empty bar graph. That empty bar graph means there is no company page attached to it. So when you're filling out the experience section and you're given the opportunity to put in a company or organization, you can type in the organization, but my my gym, the one that I had, East Falls Fitness, doesn't have a company page. And basically, if there is no company page attached to the company or organization, then it's not going to appear with a logo. Now, from an aesthetics point of view, I do highly believe that even if you just have one business, you should have a company page attached to it. Because just to give you the idea, my Scott Aaron lead generation strategist, that is a company page. And you can see my logo is a picture of me. So if you want to actually start the process by creating a company page, maybe you're like, I don't know how to even get started. If you actually go onto LinkedIn and on the top right, you're going to see something that says for business. If you click on that little waffle, it's going to give you a bunch of different options. Find new clients, groups, post a job, talent insights, service marketplace, learning, hire, sell, post a job, all those things. At the very, very bottom, you're going to see something that says create a company page with a hyperlink. If you click on it, it will take you to where you can create your own LinkedIn page. You don't need Premium, Navigator, or Recruiter for this. Any account on LinkedIn can create their own company page. So you can just select company, small, medium, or large size business. And then this is where you fill out your information. You put your name, your LinkedIn company, website if you have one, industry, organization size, and most importantly, your logo. Now, if you don't have a logo, you can simply upload a headshot of yourself if you are the representation of your company page. Or you can go onto Canva and you can actually create your own logo. So you'll upload it, you'll have a tagline, you'll verify, and the page is then created. It's really that simple. And the great thing about that is when you do go to your profile, so say you add in your experience section, right? And you have Scott Aaron, lead generation strategist, but you just created the company page and you want to reconnect it to it. So all you would do is you would go down to that experience where you don't have a logo, where it's just that little bar graph. You go to the edit button, you go down to the company or organization, you erase what you have there, and then you start typing the name of your company page, and you'll see it appear with the logo that you uploaded. You select it, you save it, and then when it resaves onto your profile, the bar graph is gone, and now that nice logo that you uploaded to the company page is now visible. So this creates brand visibility. Brand visibility, excuse me, and brand recognition are very, very important. So when you do that, again, you can have you can create 30 company pages if you have 30 different businesses. You know, Nancy and I run 3 different companies together. I created a company page for my podcast because it is a separate entity of our company. So you can do that. So there are multiple approaches to this, but I would say the big thing in having a company page from a brand visibility and aesthetic point of view, when someone does go to your profile, it looks so much better because instead of that empty bar graph, there's actually a logo. The other cool thing is if someone was to click on that specific experience, there's a hyperlink to it, and it actually takes people right to your company page. It takes them right to it. So, you know, again, it says right here, you know, Scott Aaron, lead generation strategist, learn simple and effective methods of how to generate organic leads, genuine leads, and conversions on LinkedIn, personal training and coaching, 802 followers, 2 to 10 employees, and then a little bit about me. And then obviously there's some content there for people to dig into. So that it gives that visibility. So when someone is on your profile and they click on it, it's going to take them right to your company page, which they can then follow. And it just creates more brand visibility. That's what we're looking for. Now, Once you have the page created, you fill out the information, you have your logo. This is really important because now you have targeted growth opportunities. So for those that didn't know this, within a LinkedIn company page, when you go to your company page, you will see an area where you actually can invite people, right? So if you go to, I believe, settings, I'm just trying to see. When you go into your page, right? There are something called invite credits. Invite credits. Now, what invite credits are is a way to share your company page with other people. Now, when you're on your company page, you're actually going to see a couple different things that you can look at. So you'll have your dashboard, page posts, analytics, feed, activity, inbox, edit page. And then at the very, very bottom, you're going to see try premium page. So there actually is LinkedIn Premium now for pages. I haven't dove too much into that yet, but it's something that I will talk about in the future. But you'll see something that says invite to follow. And you're going to want to click on that because LinkedIn with company pages, LinkedIn allows every single company page to invite up to 250 people a month to follow it. Yes, you can invite 250 people a month. Now, these are not just any people. Why it's so important for you to grow your LinkedIn network is the larger that your connections on LinkedIn are, you now have the ability to invite them to follow your company page. You can't invite second or third connections. You can only invite first connections to your company page. Now, the other benefit to this, so as you're growing your organic network on your personal, as they start to get acceptances, they can then get invited to the company page. So every month, you can invite 250 people. So if you do the math, that's 3,000 people a year that you can invite. Now, not all 3,000 are going to obviously accept. You may get a 10 or 20% return, but that could be 300 to 600 new followers on your company page. Now, the cool thing is you can actually decide who you want to connect with. So there are filters on here. So if I was to click over, so when you go to the invite people, it's going to give you an area where you can filter by location, current company, school, or industry. You're going to want to click on the industry tab, and you're going to want to invite people that are a good fit for things that you offer. So I work with a lot of coaches and trainers. So I'm going to filter by professional training and coaching. I'm going to click show results, and it's going to give me all the people that I can invite. And I literally hand select. Again, I do this a few times a week. So I'll invite probably 25 to 50 people a couple times a week. So I get through my 250 credits, and they refresh on the first of every month. So you literally could send out 250 invites on October 31st, and you will have a new batch of 250 invites the very next day on November 1st. So LinkedIn wants you to grow your company pages. And that is one of the big benefits, is that you get to specifically choose who you want to invite to follow your company page. The other brilliant thing is, as your company page follower grows by you inviting your first connections and they start following it, Now, other people within their network see that they followed your page, and there's a better chance that they are now going to then see that, and some of their connections may start following your LinkedIn company page, which grows it even more. So I'm just going to hand select 50 people, and I'm going to click invite 50, and that's it. Now I'm good. So it'll tell me if I go back to invite to follow, it'll show that I have 235 invite credits left. So again, it counts down every time you go to invite those individuals. So the second big thing is you can actually specifically target those growth opportunities with your LinkedIn company page. Now, the third and final thing that I wanted to go over today within LinkedIn company pages, obviously creating it so you have your logo, obviously targeted growth opportunities because you can choose people to follow it. You can also have seamless content integration. Now, when your LinkedIn company page gets to a certain threshold, I've done some research. I'm not sure if it's 100 followers, 250 followers, or 500 followers. It's something that you're going to have to keep tabs of. But when you reach a specific threshold, you're going to see something where you can actually go to an area within the LinkedIn company page that you've created. And at the very bottom, below invite to follow, is something called settings. And if you click on the settings, this is going to show you basically all of the back end of your LinkedIn company page. So your manage, your admins, restricted members, follow, inbox settings, manage content sharing, job postings, deactivate page. The one that I want to hone in on is where it says manage content sharing. When you click on this, this is where the amazing thing of company pages now has taken place. This is very new. This is only a few months old, but you can actually, within a LinkedIn company page, you can simplify your workflow by sharing your organization, your company website, or your podcast RSS feed directly back to your LinkedIn company page. So you can add a new RSS source to bring content. So if you're like, I don't know what I want to talk about, I don't know what I want to post on my LinkedIn company page. Well, LinkedIn will do that for you. So you can see right here, there's a couple different options. So you can actually create an RSS feed to your company blog, your YouTube channel, or your podcast. So I have my podcast on here, right? And I can add a title. So I'm going to put networking and marketing made simple podcast, because that's obviously the name. I have the link of my RSS feed. And then there's actually a couple different things that you can then do. So LinkedIn is going to ask you, and this is where the newer things have come into play. LinkedIn's going to ask you, how do you share this? How do you want to share this? Choose how do you want to share your RSS feed posts on your LinkedIn company page. So you can share manually. So you can review each RSS content before publishing to your page. You'll get a notification from LinkedIn. LinkedIn will say, hey, you have a new RSS feed post on your company page. Go check it out. Or you can share automatically. So you can choose share automatically when available. Your new RSS content will automatically publish to your page without doing a thing. So then if you choose to share automatically, which I would recommend that because it just makes your life that much easier, there's a second area called post text. Decide what text accompanies your post. You can write your own or simply use the description text from your RSS content. If your RSS content does not have a description, we'll use the content title. So I always have an RSS description, so you can choose to write your own, or you can use the description from your RSS content. So it'll give you a preview of what that looks like. So again, this could be a blog on your website. It could be your YouTube channel. It could be your podcast. You can change it at any different point, but you can only have one RSS feed. So that's why this is so important. And it's so impactful because it brings new people into your world, not just from the aesthetic aspect of having your logo on your personal LinkedIn profile back to your LinkedIn company page, but you can target who you want to invite to it. So if you're connecting with the right people on your personal LinkedIn page, you can invite those same right targeted people to like and follow your LinkedIn company page. But now if you don't want to have to think about what content you want to create and you're already creating content on a YouTube channel, on your podcast, on your company blog, just connect your RSS feed and it will automatically publish that stuff for you. That is the beauty of this company page. So it really does everything for you. And I'm just going to show you right here. This was a post that automatically went out. So again, check out my latest episode on my future predictions of where LinkedIn is going in 2025 and beyond. And it has the link right there, takes them right to Spotify so they can listen to the podcast. And I can change this up. If I want to connect my YouTube to this, I could. So there is such a huge benefit to having a LinkedIn company page, brand visibility, targeted growth opportunities, and seamless content integration by connecting your RSS feed from your company blog, your YouTube channel, or your podcast right to that LinkedIn company page that you've created. So, as a reminder, if you're looking to get started on LinkedIn and you want to start optimizing things the right way before you dig into the company page, you obviously want to optimize your LinkedIn profile personal page first. And you can do so if you're watching on social by just typing the word profile in the comments. I'll send you the link to download my LinkedIn Perfect Profile infographic. It's 6 steps to perfecting your LinkedIn profile to gain more visibility, traction, and business growth. And if you're listening on the podcast, all you have to do is go to the description of this episode, click the link, or just visit scottaaron.net to download it there. So I hope you found this episode and training helpful. Love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you next time. Thank you so much for checking out today's episode. If you could, please support this podcast by hopping over to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or any place that you're listening to this. Leave us a rating and review. Let us know what you loved most and what you would like to hear more of. But also, if you would like to learn how to take your business to the next level, whether it's using LinkedIn or working directly with myself and Nancy in our intimate group coaching programs, you can head over to www.thetimetogrowth.com or scottaaron.net to learn more. Thank you again for your support, love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you soon.